friends. I know it's been a little while and it's been kind of a crazy little while too. So this week we are really going to focus on recovering from a hurricane and what that looks like and what that looks like with kids. In your packets, first, I'll tell you that there are some things that you might want to read over now, even before I visit with you online. There's some guidelines for helping children after a hurricane. And some information about that. A reminder to take care of yourself. You know, I'm always focusing on that, but there's like a little checklist of things to do. And then how to deal with the media and the coverage that your kids might see of the hurricane, and other little tips and tricks, especially when your family's part of that story. I know some of y'all have lost your whole houses. I know other people just had minimal damage, but whatever it is, you know your child is experiencing the same kind of stress. So you need to cut them some slack and cut yourself a lot of slack for that. Okay, so the activities, the first one is for the oldest kids, right? So chances are a lot of you got the paper plate masks and you got a set of paper plates, and I tried to do the hard part for you in case you didn't have tape or anything, and so I taped sticks onto it. Now what we're going to do is, you should have 3 or 4 of them, is you're going to talk to your child about what emotions are and how they're feeling these days and what feelings they want to make. So maybe somebody says happy and you say, okay, what does happy look like? And so you have them draw a happy smile, right? Maybe that's happy, okay? And then you can even write it on the back. That way you're consistent in using the same words. So I just wrote happy on the back of that one. Now, maybe sad. Maybe sad is another one. So maybe that frown, I want to make that one blue even. Because sadness can be blue, can it? So, sad. So that's sad. But what about some other emotions? Your child can probably come up with all kinds of fun emotions. But ask your child to come up with that. What are those feelings? Because who knows what they might say. So you could think maybe bored, maybe surprised, maybe scared. You know, what might something like that look like? I don't know. It might look like your teeth showing. I don't know, this looks more like a football, but maybe I'm scared, and so I'll just write scared on the back of that one. So I provided you with these things. You are going to need some pencils, and then you can play a little game with your child and say, oh, how are you feeling? Let's figure out how we're feeling, and we can talk about the different emotions. And it's important to talk about feelings with children because it helps them identify them in themselves and in other people. If you have magazines laying around or your doctor's office, you can look through the pictures and ask the child, what do you think they're feeling in that picture? And so this is another fun way to do that. Some of you might have done it before, but it's always good to revisit after a storm or after any kind of tragedy, right? So then the other thing, if your child's a little bit younger than that and not quite ready for that, is going to be take care, imitating and caring. All right, your child learns how to care for others by watching how you care for her, right? So you're going to play together and pick a toy that your child can play with, and that can be your child's baby, right? And so if the child drops them, you know, you can be like, oh, poor owl, are you okay? Oh, let me rub your head. And then like, oh, you know, like, oh, can you love the owl? Oh, let's feed the owl some food. Like, oh, what does the owl want to do today? And really playing with the child like that, kind of modeling for the child how to play it with it, and then letting the child play as well. And if you have more than one stuffed animal, you can both play at the same time. So those who have little bitty babies, I gave you another activity that the wave bottle, but that's all put together and stuff for you. So I'll just talk to you about that then. But otherwise, just about everybody, I think, is getting these two. And we'll talk more about trauma and your kids and how to keep parenting, because you are doing such a good job. Keep it up. I can't wait to visit with you.